Hello and welcome to video entry number 25. We'll see if I get this one wrong too. Oh my gosh, my memory's been terrible lately. Yeah, so a bunch of people texted me. I did not actually have my oncologist appointment today. It is tomorrow at 1:15. So I am going to see Dr. Keith, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I have a team member as of tomorrow who believes in my goals of being cancer-free or deeply, deeply in remission. Yeah, that's where I'm aiming. I'm like, shoot for the moon, baby. Worst thing that can happen is you can end up in space. So anyway, we're doing that. And hopefully that gynecologist, right? Oncologist, I'll be fine. I'm extremely tired. Will fit the bill. And again, I'll have another awesome warrior in my fight against cancer. So I'm going to err on the side of the positive, still go in with all my hard questions and see what happens. My Uncle Ted, which he's just, it feels weird to call him Uncle Ted. He's Ted. Anyway, to my kids, he's Uncle Ted. Anyway, long story. But he sent he tried to put it into my comments on my last video yesterday about nutrition and supplements, and this doctor named SeyFried who believes that cancer is a metabolic condition, not a genetic condition, which completely spins the whole idea of how we treat cancer onto its ear, like completely. And so, like obviously, chemo still works. There are traditional medicines that still work. Surgery still works. But in terms of really killing cancer, he's talking about it from a metabolic position. And I am going to see if I can put the link in my comments because it is an excellent video. Prepare yourself for a lot of medical jargon because he doesn't dumb it down. Like you gotta I'm like, okay, let me listen to that one more time. Okay, all right. But he definitely has a lot of amazing things to say about the power of nutrition. The fact that, cancer 100%, is glucose fed, with the next thing being amino acids. So if you shut down those two food sources, then the cancer will starve, which means putting yourself into a keto state of being. So I want to see, because oh my gosh, I watched so many videos and they were all amazing. Different people talking about, well, why isn't this more, why isn't this published more? Why don't we get, as soon as we're diagnosed with cancer, why don't we get the top 20 things you should not fucking eat anymore, that are going to drive your cancer, and help it proliferate. But there's nothing like that. There's nothing talked about in terms of nutrition. Like for me, going on the kind of Mediterranean diet, the anti-inflammatory diet, felt like a no-brainer because I just felt like everything was swollen in me. So, read a few articles and go, yeah, that's the direction I want to go in. But there's still so much controversy over what to eat. God, it's just obnoxious. But the bottom line is I need to put myself in ketosis. So I'm going to go out and get some keto sticks and also some glucose, because that was another thing that my blood work came back with was, I was, and I don't know how long ago this blood work was. Was it at the beginning, midway through? It could have been midway through, but it basically showed that I had high levels of glucose. Like I was, had like a diabetic, a border, like just not quite up into the diabetic, but close. So I would think now it would be like practically non-existent, but I need to get some glucose strips, maybe something to jab myself with so I can check my blood sugar, because I want it to be as low as possible. And then obviously the ketosis is critical for the cancer cell death. So doing this in conjunction with, obviously all the other traditional things, because I'm not against science. I'm not. I think, there are benefits to chemo. People live, like that's the reality. It does shrink tumors. Does it do it in the way that doesn't poison you? No. But that's okay. I have said to Quinn many times, he's not here this evening to be my off-camera director, but I've said to him many times, if you need to cut off my leg with a rusty blade and I'm awake with no anesthetic, that's what I'll do to get rid of this cancer. So the shit that's under that bar is a lot. And even, maybe there are things above that I would do anyway too. But reality is that I am willing to do whatever it takes to kill this cancer in me. And, if that means, again, oh God, changing up my diet. Though I'm curious, I did read some plant-based keto stuff, so I'm curious about that. Yeah. It's funny. We all have these intuitive things, like we're like, oh, this makes me feel better. I'm going to do that for myself. That's how I feel about, eventually going vegan, is that I want to do that for myself. It's not that I hate meat. Meat is delicious, sadly. But I feel like intuitively that's something my body needs. And I'm listening to my body very closely. Like yesterday, it told me it needed a break from supplements in the evening. I mean, my stomach was like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. And I'm like, and it was just so raw and sore. So I was like, no problem. You know what? Tomorrow's a new day. We will get up. We will do all the cancer killing things in the morning. Rest easy, tummy. Heal up for tomorrow, because, the tsunami of supplements, she's coming. And yeah, so yes. I want to give a gigantic shout out to my Aunt Jan and Uncle Dick and my Aunt Kath for sending, and Quinn's mom and dad for sending a giant chunk of change in my way, and that will help greatly. Yeah, each one of those will allow me to get 3.5, maybe four treatments of vitamin C each. So that's like 12 courses of vitamin C. And that's awesome. Amazing. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. I had to go buy more supplements today. which is like after the tummy soreness yesterday was just nothing short of irony. But I went in and I, dropped another $340. I was like, "Oy vey." It's killing cancer isn't cheap, and you can decide not to do it. You can just go and roll with traditional treatment, but I don't think, for someone who's in the stage that I'm in, who wants to live, that's just simply not enough. I cannot expect the medical system to save me. Yeah, and I mentioned it yesterday. I said what I think that the oncologist will tell me, and we'll see. I will have more to report tomorrow. Sending huge love out to everybody. Once again, it's a beautiful day to be alive, and I hope you had a beautiful day too.